They do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. A lot of blood, a lot of just awful. People were hit in the head with rubber bullets. One young guy that I had been taking care of off and on for little cuts and things, his thumb and finger had been hit by a rubber bullet, and the bone was sticking out of his forefinger, and both fingers, both were broken. And it was an open compound fracture, and it was shocking. I've worked at St. Francis Hospital, St. John's Hospital, Select Specialty Hospital. I was not prepared for what I saw that night. I thought I was, and I did great. I just did my job. But I wasn't prepared. And the people coming in with hypothermia, some of them couldn't even walk. They had to be carried in by groups of men. And that was a life-threatening situation. I don't know how many of you know Susie, but she was the one who lost the eye. She was in there that night. She'd been hit right around
That was her ear.
Here with a rubber bullet, and other places as well. There were injuries from rubber bullets to the head, to the back, to the abdomen, to the chest, to the arms, hands, and knees. There were women who went to the midwife's yurt who were shot in the groin and very traumatized. It was a very traumatizing evening. I didn't really realize how bad it was. And the thing is if you're sprayed with mace, you can't go inside a yurt until you're decontaminated. And that means you have to be hosed down. Your clothes have to be removed, because if you go inside a place, that stuff, it can go airborne. It can get all over your clothes and everybody else. And I believe I did get some in my eyes, because a few days later my eyes were actually swollen closed, and they were as red as blood almost. And I just finished several weeks of eye treatments for that, so they're a lot better. But this stuff is dangerous. It can cause people to go blind, and the tear gas that they sprayed, for days afterwards, and even it started before that, the respiratory problems were beyond anything I've ever seen. We had people coming in, at least 20 people a day coming in for 2 or 3 breathing treatments every day. And did I give you one? I did! Oh, cool! I thought you looked familiar. But my world was very small, because I stayed inside the yurt the whole time I was there. I wanted to go to the front line, and Liana wanted to go to the front line, but I figured if I went to the front line and I got injured or I got arrested, I wouldn't be there to do the job that I went to do. And my job that I was dedicated to was to take care of the water protectors. That's all I cared about and all I wanted to do. And so that's basically what I did. Thanks.